critical aspect of our nation's development. The livestock sector is a very important sector. We are going to give it all it needs to bring value to our country. Stakeholders, I stand here assuring you that you will not regret the collaboration and the investment coming into this sector. It's about time that we do it right. A country of over 200 million people, I cannot serve our children 1 pint of milk in the classroom per day. We didn't see the investment opportunity. We didn't see the economy in the past. Now we're now seeing it. We must work together to realize the dream. Let me first of all, again, congratulate the Presidential Livestock Reform Implementation Committee, co-chairman, the secretary. Their dedication and commitment is very, very reassuring. Our shared mission is clear. We aim to transform the livestock from its current subsistence model into a thriving, commercialized industry like other developing world. Yes, we can do it. We can bring prosperity to our people. We can feed our children. We can, from grass, we can achieve grace. We can contribute so much to the Nigerian gross domestic product and provide decent jobs. Abraham, thank you, Your Excellency, for the assurance of CFO and other needs from other areas. And I know extremely with that size of land in Niger State, you can accommodate many investments. We didn't see the cold room investment. We didn't see that opportunity before now, but it's coming. We are going to give it all it takes. I assure you, we will succeed together. The long neglect, as well on our country's import bill, between 1.2 to 1.5 billion is being spent to import dairy food and all of that. Then what are we doing with the size of land? The opportunity there, we didn't see. And when I inaugurated the Presidential Livestock Reform Committee, I didn't see the path clearly until they start working. Thank you, Atairu Jega. And thank you, my friend, Omar Ganduje. We will create this environment where the business will thrive. And Danfulani, NSA. I equally thank the FCT for their contribution, and I hope the office is getting ready. It is our duty to our children and future generations to get this right. Let's unite in our effort from reform to realization of our dream and ambition. I stand before you fully committed to this. Investors, foreign investors, are already asking questions. How will we collaborate? The committee and the ministry and I will do everything possible to attract them. We can create a vivid picture of the future we want to see, the future of our country, the economic opportunity for our children. And this, we can say, God bless Nigeria. God bless you all. Thank you very, very much.
The President inaugurated the Presidential Livestock Reforms Implementation Committee on July 19, 2024. Given his perceptive understanding of the remarkable value addition to our country of the opportunities which such reforms would unlock and unfold, Mr. President decided to personally chair the committee and in his wisdom appointed my humble self as the co-chair, teaming youth, contribution to food and nutrition security, and remarkable value addition to our country's GDP. Significantly, reforming and repositioning the livestock sector would also help us to mitigate the perennial conflicts between farmers and herders, which have bedeviled the sector with negative consequences to peaceful coexistence, community relations, and beneficial productive activities. The committee submitted an exception report to Mr. President on September 19, 2024, which is now under consideration. It is in this context that this stakeholders' consultative engagement is considered necessary and desirable. The objective is to, within the 2-day period of the workshop, obtain the additional input to the reform process and the buy-in from a range of critical stakeholders drawn from the Nigerian livestock value chains and the ecosystem. We have invited for participation in this consultative workshop 350 selected critical stakeholders from all the 6 geopolitical zones. Indeed, there is representation from all the states in the Nigerian Federation. Obviously, In a country as vast as Nigeria, with a population of over 200 million, there are many critical stakeholders who ought to be here, but who regrettably are not here for many unavoidable reasons. Our hope is that engagement with critical stakeholders would be a continuous process, and all hands need to be on deck to ensure a well-considered reform process and its seamless and successful implementation. Mr. President, Your Excellencies, ladies and gentlemen, at this point, I must say that the work of the committee has gotten this far and has been adequately facilitated by many officials of government and the institutions and MDAs of government. We thank them all, but in particular, I would like to single out those whom Mr. President directed to give support to us and who did us a marvelous encouragement and support. These are the Minister of Planning and the Budget, the Minister of Finance and the Coordinating Minister of the Economy, the Minister of Information, and of course, last but not least, the National Security Advisor. I must also indicate our appreciation as a committee to Mr. President for the leadership, for the guidance, for the support and the inspiration given to us in order to do this responsibility. All of us have taken this responsibility as a national duty. It is something that should have been done a long time ago. This is the opportunity, and all stakeholders need to join hands and work together to ensure that we achieve the very clear objectives which can add tremendous value to the development of our country. Let me at this point once again express our sincere thanks and appreciation to all of you who are gathered here today for accepting our invitation and joining us for this event. We have reserved special appreciation for Mr. President for his support and the encouragement and the sparing time to be personally here with us today. Of course, in spite of his very busy schedule. This is a clear testimony to the premium Mr. President places on the livestock development reforms and their successful implementation in our country. Mr. President, thank you very much for this. Your Excellencies, distinguished guests, ladies and gentlemen, we look forward to fruitful deliberations. God bless the Federal Republic of Nigeria, and thank you very much once again.
I really respect the established protocol. Thank you. Mr. President, we are here today to witness a very, very great milestone in your efforts to move the country forward. We appreciate you. We commend you and we thank you very much. May Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala continue to guide you, give you the strength and wherewithal to pilot the affairs of this great nation, Nigeria. Thank you indeed. I want also this opportunity of this livestock reforms will go a long way to bring about prosperity to the people while encouraging peace and security, particularly food security, qualitative food security that can go to our people. Also, on our part, a transition institution, we shall uphold the tenets that will bring about cohesion, peace, and stability in our domains, especially between the herders and farmers. Those have been very, very challenging crises that have been going on. Inshallah, this one will go a long way to resolving such challenges. We shall also mobilize our people to take active part in the livestock sector developmental initiatives for the overall interest of our great country, Nigeria. On behalf of all the members of this institution, traditional rulers, all the zones of Nigeria, I appreciate you, we commend you, and pray Almighty Allah continue to guide you and give you the wisdom and strength to pilot the affairs of this great nation. Thank you, Mr. President. God bless you.
I am deeply honored to stand on behalf of my colleagues, honorable ministers of the Federal Republic of Nigeria, to address you today on this landmark consultative stakeholders workshop on the livestock reforms in Nigeria, to appreciate the President and Commander-in-Chief of the Armed Forces of the Federal Republic of Nigeria, President Bola Ahmed Tinubu, GCFR, for his bold actions, exemplary leadership, and unparalleled commitment to driving sustainable development across all sectors of the Nigeria's economy, particularly in agriculture and especially in the livestock sector. Today's gathering is a testament to our collective resolve to address the critical challenges facing the livestock industry in Nigeria. As we all know, livestock farming plays a pivotal role in our food security, nutrition, and livelihood of millions of Nigerians. This consultative forum offers us a unique opportunity to chart a new course for the livestock sector through comprehensive reforms that are inclusive, innovative, and sustainable along the commodity value chains. Special commendation also goes to the Presidential Livestock Reforms Implementation Committee, co-chaired by Professor Atahiru Jega, for the great work done so far as documented in 120 reforms initiatives and over 3,000 key performance indicators as contained in the inception report of the committee. Additionally, the presence of all stakeholders today from the public sector, private sector, civil society, academia, and traditional institutions is another unique milestone of the committee. It is noteworthy that Mr. President is the first Nigerian leader to host this type of high-level event, to engage directly with the livestock actors across the value chain inside the State House. This is indeed significant, historic, and symbolic. The diverse experiences and perspectives of stakeholders will enrich the ongoing transformation of the sector and help shape policies that will create Nigeria's sustainable livestock economy that is globally competitive. While wishing the committee a successful workshop, the Federal Ministry of Agriculture and Food Security shall continue to have a result-oriented handshake with the new Federal Ministry of Livestock Development. We are irreversibly committed to collectively unlocking Nigeria's 33 trillion naira livestock economy for the prosperity of Nigeria and Nigerians. We thank you very much, Mr. President. Thank you very much.
Conducted the National Conference of Livestock Reform that gave birth to a report that an implementation committee was appointed by Mr. President, and this is the outcome of the implementation committee. Our ministry has been created, Ministry of Livestock Development, so you can see the opportunities now. So all those obstacles that are making livestock contribution to GDP will be removed, and therefore it will contribute to agriculture, GDP, and by implication to the national GDP. Thank you.
Thank you very much.
Thank you.
proceed. Mohammed Idris, Budget and Economic Planning, Atiku Bagudu, the National Security with turnover of defense staff. Your Excellency, Food and Agriculture Organization of the United Nations in July, barely 3 months ago, that the Presidential Livestock Reform, the National Assembly here present, let me number of people who are interested in livestock is a significant component of agriculture. Human resource endowment can only be compared to none. The co-chair and president gives importance such to establish the livestock scientists. And this committee has enabled
who are professionals in their various fields at the peak of their various fields, and they have come together.
Chad and Burkina Faso in livestock GDP contribution. Each aspect has also tremendous benefit. Has done. On the same day, the president took a decisive step to come and look at possibilities and opportunities. Trying to generate a passion.
Has potential for big economy. I can support.